I've long held the opinion that minivans are superior to the SUVs that have become more popular in the past few years. And whether I'm crazy or not, my family and I loaded up in a 2023 Chrysler Pacifica Pinnacle e-hybrid and did a 3,000-mile road trip for our vacation this summer. Let me tell you about it. Well, it is definitely a great vehicle for a road trip.
Hashtag save the minivans.
Yeah. Let's get the obvious out of the way first. Yes, it is a minivan and carries the stigma of being a nerdy mom mobile. SUVs have become the more popular choice for families, not only because of the space they offer, but also the style and ruggedness they project. However, I am here to make the case that minivans offer more space, more luxury, and are more affordable than SUVs. And the 2023 Chrysler Pacifica Pinnacle e-hybrid is the shining example of exactly that. For our summer vacation this year, we decided to take the Great American Road Trip down Route 66, and it was a no-brainer that we would take a minivan for many reasons, but we were chomping at the bit to test out the new Chrysler Pacifica e-hybrid. For 2023, not much has changed for the Pacifica model line. The brand continues the styling elements from the 2021 model year facelift, featuring a new front bumper with bolder grille design and upgraded rear tail lights with the distinctive LED light bar that runs across the back hatch. The biggest news for the 2023 model year is the addition of the Calm Cabin package for traveling with passengers on the autistic spectrum. In fact, as we're doing our 2-week trip, I did a couple of meetings in the car, and one of my coworkers said, "I cannot believe that is a minivan. It looks so pretty." SUVs are sought after for their storage space and versatility, but the minivan is far superior in overall space, usability, and fuel economy. In fact, this Chrysler Pacifica, with its fold into the floor third row of seats, has more rear storage space behind the second row of seats than the popular Kia Telluride has, with the second and third rows folded flat. The Pacifica has more storage space in every metric behind third, second, and first rows of the Chevy Tahoe, which is a big beast of an SUV that is less fuel efficient than the Pacifica, and even more so because we are in the e-hybrid model. I mean, you people just got to get over the stigma of driving a minivan, because it's where it's at.
Yeah, I mean, it's supremely comfortable. We'll get into the fuel efficiency.
Corey's going to be driving one day when we get a new car.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it'll fit right next to my Bronco.
Oh.
Yet another thing about minivans that make them so incredibly practical and kind of bridges the gap between discussing the exterior and interior, the sliding doors. Tucker loves them. I love them. The sliding doors can't be beat in this Chrysler Pacifica. Tucker can actually use them to access his seat, where typically he's still working on closing conventional doors. They are power opening and closing with many different ways to trigger them. While we were in downtown Chicago, it was so easy to get in and out on the side of the street or in tight parking spaces, since they barely take up any space when open. And you can control them up here at the front as well.
And you can lock them out.
And you can lock them so that the kids can't get to it. But yeah, it makes it a lot easier. And not to mention that it's lower. So like even as it's easy for Tucker to get in and out all by himself. It's easy for him to load in his bags and stuff. So add a cherry on top with how big the windows are. They make sightseeing on a long road trip easy and enjoyable. They are also power operated and can roll down almost all the way, and even feature manually retractable sunshades that do a great job of covering a majority of the window and help reduce the heat from the sunlight pouring in. Moving to the interior, I was pleased with the Pinnacle trim's quilted leather seats up front. I already told you that they are heated and ventilated, both of which I had to use over the course of our June trip from Chicago to Texas. They are a bit on the firm side, but look very upscale. Well, everything is luxury in here, right? It's you've got the wood up at the front. I like the different colored stitching here. Those are all, and then you've got the stitching onto the steering wheel too, which is a nice and comfy steering wheel for long distances.
Tilt telescope.
Yeah, you got the 2-person memory seats, which is also nice, especially if you're road tripping and switching out drivers often. Being a minivan, there's also a ton of unique storage options all throughout the interior. From the storage pass-through under the center console, the large center console itself, the cup holders and Qi wireless phone charger, a big glove box, and even an umbrella tray on the door side of both front seats. This vehicle also came with a lot of technological upgrades we were able to spoil Tucker and my mom with on this trip, as well as ourselves, starting with the 2 flip-up screens on the backs of the front seats that are running Amazon Fire TV, which allowed Tucker all the streaming services that he's used to, including Disney+. As well as it has built-in Wi-Fi. I worked.
Yes, I've worked in it
worked
too.
on and off. You've worked. They've been streaming in the back. It's worked really well.
Yep.
A lot better than I was expecting it to.
Yep.
Added bonus, we didn't have to listen to any of Tucker's shows or songs on our road trip because we were able to plug his headphones into the seat back, which gave us the opportunity to listen to whatever we wanted. The backs of the front seats also feature USB-C ports for charging devices from the back seat while on the go. Up front, the 10.1-inch Uconnect screen is the control hub for the entire van. It allows front seat passengers to monitor or control what is being viewed in the back seat, serves as a third viewing monitor for that content when the vehicle is stopped, and can lock the use of the rear screens as well when the kids have hit their screen time limit for the day. Another one of our favorite features of the infotainment screen is the Chrysler's FamCam rear seat monitor that allows front seat passengers to see everything going on behind them through a ceiling-mounted camera pointed at the second and third row seats. Individual seats can be highlighted on screen with a simple tap. Thanks to the panoramic sunroof, the camera is mounted behind the second row of seats, meaning we were looking at the back of Tucker's head. This system would be amazing for when your kids are still in a rear-facing safety seat as well, as you can see their little faces without the use of mirrors strapped to the rear seat. Installing Tucker's child safety seat is really quite simple in the Chrysler Pacifica. The rear sliding doors gave a wide open point to move the seat into the vehicle, and the sliding mechanism of the seat makes it really easy to secure the top tether on the back of the seat. I asked my husband to show you exactly how easy it is to get Tucker's seat in and ready to go. The rear seats do not fold into the floor on our e-hybrid model because that is where the battery is for the hybrid mode of this vehicle. But the third row easily folds flat into the floor, making a ton of extra space in the back. Like I said before, rivaling the Kia Telluride and Chevy Tahoe. When the third row is up, there is still plenty of storage behind the seats thanks to a low well of space in the back. Even for someone who is tall, sitting in the third row is not a punishment like it is in most cars. Here too, the Pacifica outshines the SUV equivalents. The seat itself is well padded, more so than the front 2 rows, and you sit up high enough off the floor that your knees are not in your face. Rear seat passengers also get sunshades to cover the windows and USB power on the passenger side of the vehicle. Let's talk about how this minivan drives. I really enjoyed driving this car. It is so easy to maneuver while also being fuel efficient. Our e-hybrid test vehicle was a plug-in hybrid, the only PHEV minivan on the market, which allows us to drive up to just over 30 miles on electricity alone before the gasoline engine comes on. Normally, I'm very particular about engines turning on and off while driving. It always seems so noticeable when they fire up and it feels like it shakes the entire vehicle. Driving around in this Pacifica e-hybrid, I could hardly even tell when we were driving on gas power versus electricity. With its 260 horsepower, 3.6-liter V6, the Pacifica was quick to get up to speed and was very composed at highway speeds, though the plug-in nature of the PHEV lost its advantage when traveling hundreds of miles in one day. We were able to plug it in using the 110 charge cord Chrysler sent with the vehicle when we could find a plug. For the majority of our trip, the Pacifica was essentially just a regular hybrid, switching between the most efficient form of power seamlessly as I cruised Route 66. Pricing for a gasoline-powered Pacifica starts at $37,270 for the entry Touring model. The Touring L is the first trim to offer the e-hybrid as an option for a $50,795 starting price. The Pinnacle trim sits at the top of the model list at $54,280 for gas only and $60,540 for e-hybrid models. Overall, I would gladly drive this 2023 Chrysler Pacifica e-hybrid Pinnacle every single day. Our test vehicle had a price tag of $62,085, which also undercuts a comparable Chevy Tahoe Premier trim by about $13,000. You will not change my mind that the minivan is the superior family vehicle that more buyers need to clue into. This Chrysler Pacifica e-hybrid Pinnacle model was the perfect minivan with its large interior, fuel economy numbers up to twice what a comparable SUV gets, and sliding doors that made loading and unloading kids simple and worry-free. It's hard to find a more convenient vehicle than this. I don't know why the minivan is living with such a bad rap. That has never been a stigma I have held. Now is the time to test out the new 2023 Chrysler Pacifica Pinnacle e-hybrid and perhaps plan a 3,000-mile road trip with your family. Be sure to check out my article on agirlsguidetocars.com to read my full review on the 2023 Chrysler Pacifica.